Hi guys, my name is James Anthony Baldwin, and today I just want to start the video by saying this right here doesn't represent me, okay? This was here when we moved in. I just wanted a different background. Nothing to do with me. But moving on, this video is being made especially for all the new students that will be arriving in Staffs in 2019, particularly the Stoke-on-Trent campus, which is where I'm based. When I first moved to Stoke-on-Trent, I moved into halls like most people. But the funny thing about halls is when you move in, at the start, you don't tend to leave them a lot because you're either drinking or you're hungover. But after it actually sank in that I came here to study a course, I went into town and actually realised that Stoke-on-Trent has quite a lot to offer. But there's one thing you guys are going to have that I didn't have last year, and that is this very video. That's because in this video, we're going to talk about my top 5 things to do in Stoke-on-Trent. Probably the first and most obvious one that I'm going to get out of the way is the Potteries. If you don't know, the Potteries is Hanley's shopping centre, and it is big. It's got clothing shops, food shops, cafes, restaurants, a cinema. There's no shortage of things to do at the Potteries. Obviously, if you need to go shopping for anything, it's the ideal place to go, but it's also not that bad for hanging out either. Like I said, it's got a bunch of cafes, restaurants, and even a cinema at the Hive. I mean, there's lots to do. Now for number 2, I want to talk about the Sugar Mill. The Sugar Mill is an awesome place to go if you're looking for a cheap night out, but if you're also into gig culture, there's not always that many big names on. I mean, I think Futurehead and Girly are playing. I mean, they're quite big. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's plenty of clubs in Stoke-on-Trent, but I just think the Sugar Mill really stands out. If you're into that kind of indie or mank vibe, then it's really up your alley. In fact, I'm pretty sure the Sugar Mill should hire me to promote them because, you know, I've mentioned them in 3 of my vlogs now, so I'm just saying. Now number 3 is kind of a niche one, but I think it's worth mentioning. I'm kind of putting 2 in 1 for this one since they're both theatres. I'm going to talk about the Regent Theatre and the new Vic Theatre. I know, theatre, it's not everyone's cup of tea. It is mine though. And to be honest, it kind of depends what course you're on, but at the start of uni, you tend to have quite a lot of free time. And with the theatre being so cheap around here, it's worth giving it a shot. You can find full booking listings on their websites. I'll put the links in the obby. Anyway, what I was going to say was you can find a full listing of all the shows they've got on their websites, and you should just give it a look and you'd be surprised at what you might find. Number 4. Trust me, as soon as the sun's out, you are going to be at Hanley Park. And as soon as the snow comes down, you are going to be at Hanley Park. When the sun's out, it's a really cute place to go for a picnic, and when it snows, it's really pretty. The fountains all freeze up and they go into these huge ice sculpture things. It's so cool. And it's just not an eyesore, trust me. When you have to look at this thing all day, you are going to want to go to Hanley Park. Now for my 5th and final place to go in Stoke-on-Trent, I've got yet another niche one. Yet my 5th and final place to go in Stoke-on-Trent is the Potteries Museum and Art Gallery. Yeah, I could have put Alton Towers or Waterworld or something around there, but chances are you know that's it. If not, you should check those out too because they're pretty popular. No, but seriously, I mean, you can't go there every day, but it's just a nice thing to try out and check out because you'd be surprised at what history Stoke-on-Trent has, and some of the art's just pretty to look at. I mean, just check it out on the website. You never know, it might actually seem like something that interests you. And if not, there's actually plenty of other museums in Stoke-on-Trent. I was pretty surprised myself, and you can look those up as well just to see if anything interests you. To sum it up, Stoke-on-Trent isn't the biggest city in the world, but it certainly doesn't mean it hasn't got plenty of things to do. So let us know what you're looking forward to when moving into Stoke-on-Trent, and let us know why you're proud to be Staffs. But that's it from me for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.